What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Indescribeabull, aka Jerrilyn Lake. I'm checking in with my bestie,
Lynee Monae, and this is She Said It First, a Urban One podcast on the Urban One Podcast Network.
Damn! Friend, I missed you this week. I couldn't wait to get
you. Same.
I could not wait. So I'm excited because we got some really dope topics on the agenda today. But before we get too deep in it, I have to know, sis, what irritated you this week?
Friend. No,
give it to me.
No, for real. Like, all right, I'm irritated because why is my neighbors just always outside not doing nothing? Like, they don't do nothing. And I realize people who don't do nothing really get on my nerves. And it's like, why am I so worried about somebody else's business? I don't know. But
what do you want them to be doing?
I'm just realizing I'm turning more and more into my mother. Because it's like, why you don't have no job? Why you don't have nothing to do? Why you don't have a laptop out here? Why you not looking for work? Like, y'all could be selling dope, but is it online? Like, nobody ever pulls up to get it. Like, nothing. I just don't like them sitting outside all day. They be out there from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. I done ran errands. I done did this. I done made content. I'm running in and out the house. And you still sitting outside all day. It drives me crazy. I be like, why are you so worried about these people's business, friend? Why I'm invested like this? It's stressing me out.
I don't know, Fred, because you know somebody in the comments is going to be like, well, if you was working what you supposed to be working, you wouldn't know that they was out there from 7 in the morning.
Well, I'm running errands. Why every time I go to the store and come back, they still out there? Why every time I go to work and come back, they still out there?
In the same clothes.
Child, that stressed me out. What about you,
Brian? I can understand it. It might be a little irritating. After like 3 or 4 days, I can get it. It makes sense. So what irritated me this week, child? Listen. Actually, I'm gonna take a different approach because I had to move into a new space. And so the movers was, agitating me just a little bit. They was 2.5 hours late, but still, I just got a new apartment. I'm gonna leave the doorway, walk around it naked, and nobody gonna tell me.
Congratulations on that new apartment.
Thank you. So while it was frustrating to get everything set up and, I had my dog and stuff. So my parents came and they helped me out. Of course, I'm a daddy's girl. So he came down and fixing all, type of things. Because as soon as he walked in the door, he started criticizing. I said, just go fix whatever you want to fix. Go ahead, because I'm not going to stop you. Yes. I could be 50. If he walk in here and he decide he want to climb on the roof and patch it up, I'm going to let him do it.
I love that.
Yeah, so it was an interesting weekend, nonetheless. But I finally got settled, and I'm just thankful to be in the space. So we're gonna get into it, girl. Make sure you guys check in with us on speakpipe.com/She Said It First. We want to hear from you guys. Yes. Let us know how you're feeling about stuff. Weigh in. If you have some advice you're trying to get to, let us know. But right now we're gonna talk about, girl, what happened? So we know that, especially being in Atlanta, this is BBL country. A lot of women, are on social media flaunting their new bodies, their surgical augmentations. And one of our favorite Atlanta hotties, Big Latto, not the little one, reflected on getting her, Big Mama, reflected on getting her BBL surgery at such a young age. And she basically was saying that she had it at 21, and I don't know if she verbally said that she regrets it, but she was saying that, she probably shouldn't have done it because she liked her body at that time. And I think this is I might be the wrong person to give commentary on this because these BBLs killing y'all.
That's my song, girl. You did something when you did that.
And the thighs don't match. Well. So, when I talk about it, it's always from a joking, laughing standpoint, but the lyrics were very much serious. It's a joke because we see the images and we see how women tend to look after that. But, I wonder, are we doing this too young? Because I know society is putting pressure on women to look a certain type of way and keep up with the Joneses and stuff like that. Is it insecurity? Is it doing it for the approval of men? Or is it competing with other women? Like, what do you think is going on? Because if I had my way, I would tell everybody, just stop, leave your body alone. If God wanted you to have it, he would have gave it to you.
I agree. You know what I mean? In a way, though. But if I wasn't so scared to look like an ant, I probably would get involved. I'm not going to. I'm terrified.
Really?
To look crazy. Because I think we all just have flaws. Like, it's different things that people want to change about themselves. Although, like, I'm not insecure about my body at all. But sometimes you just, like, you see it so much. Sometimes you become brainwashed where you see it so much and you're like, oh, that looks good, you know? But it's not something that I would do. I was just playing. But, like, if I was in that realm, if I was in Atlanta and I was just around it all the time, I could see how you can get trapped in like thinking you have to do that to get the attention or get where you want to be. You know, this is somebody who's in the industry. She's surrounded by her counterpart, other female rappers who have BBLs. I remember Nicki Minaj also talked about like when she came out and Lil Wayne told her like, you need to get a BBL. Like he basically like pushed it on her to get a BBL to kind of keep up with what was going on in the industry. So when we talking about like Latto or even Atlanta, because everybody think they're a celebrity anyway.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
know, you are accustomed to looking a certain way because everybody around you is like that. Now, where I'm from, here in the DMV, we don't really got that. Like, a lot of girls don't have BBLs, you know? So, it's cool to just have your natural body. Nobody is judging you. Ain't nobody getting treated no different type of way. There are girls who have them, and there's a lot of girls who don't. So, I think it's just, like, more accepted here. Nobody's pressuring you to do anything here. But I could see just being surrounded by that, how you can feel like that's how you got to get ahead. You don't really have a choice. Even with, what's the girl? Erica Banks. I remember when she didn't have her body done and she was like, oh, I ain't get my body done. She was all, whatever. Now, sis,
you should have kept the same energy.
You should have kept the same energy.
No, it be looking crazy. And it's not, I hate when people call it body shaming. It's like, bro, in general, that looks crazy.
It does.
And women don't be understanding a lot of times the complications that come with stuff like that. So that's my biggest concern when it comes to surgery. It is a surgery. You can go to the dentist and child, I had my wisdom teeth cut out some years ago. I cried. Yes. I cried. As the gas was kicking in, I started crying. So there's no way I'm about to go get a surgery where you actually cutting into my body where there are major vital organs. Absolutely
and
not.
Complications. Let's just talk about like the complications and the death that comes with it, or how women are dying over time because your body is starting to reject whatever is happening. Like I'm saying, women with like craters in their butt from like whatever is being put in there, eating away at their skin. Like you went from having like a small little cute shape to having this big old butt, this crazy ridiculous booty, to like not having no butt because you got a flesh eating disease attacking your immune system and your body. So now you have no butt and scar tissue. No, ma'am. Absolutely not. It's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it.
It just looks crazy. It's risky. And I feel like, you know, I'm into fitness. I work out. So I just believe, been bullied my whole life, flat chested, no hips, no booty. I said, okay, I got something for y'all. I went to the gym for like a year. I dedicated myself to just building muscle because a lot of people like me don't hold weight. So it don't matter what I do. Sometimes I can't gain weight. So women get bullied, whether they're big, small, got hair, don't got hair. Like it really don't matter at this point. People, the society is going to criticize us for everything that we do. And so I understand some women feeling pressure to look a certain type of way. But I just feel like maybe if we could discipline ourselves, because a lot of times it ain't even working out and being active. Sometimes it's stop going to the buffet by yourself at 11 a.m.
I'm done.
Get up from the table.
I'm crying.
And also, we have so many unhealthy habits though. Like people, we be smoking, we be drinking, people be doing pills and stuff. And I'm like, all of that on top of not eating a full meal until 3 p.m. That's insane.
That liquor is what's tearing y'all up. That's what y'all don't know. That liquor is tearing y'all up. It's turning right into sugar, and y'all is putting on the weight. You trying to say, I don't even eat that much. I don't even, whatever. It's the liquor. Trust me.
But you drink like a fish.
Come on. So you just gaining more and more weight. But then I think about my petite girls who have made being small sexy. Like Coyle Ray. Or like Lola Brooke. You know what I'm saying? Lola Brooks is so cute, petite, and just like, I love that for them. Like, they are making just having your natural body, like, whatever it may be, any size, shape, or form, sexy. And I appreciate that because we don't get to see it often enough.
I agree. I think all women are beautiful. That's my personal opinion. And I'm not saying this to pander to any group of people, but I feel like there are so many, like, you have to think, when you look at a woman, there's at least 3 to 4 things that will attract you immediately. Yeah. With a man, we don't always know. Okay? We got to get to know him first.
We got to get to know him.
We just have to understand
get past
a little bit more.
Yeah,
it'd be a lot going on up here that we got to sift through. So, I mean, shout out to all my girls, the big girls, skinny girls, medium girls, brown skin, light skin, dark skin.
Lizzo.
Lizzo
love representing.
Love them all. And I think that we should continue, body positivity does not mean excusing poor behaviors and diet and exercise, but it does mean loving yourself at every stage, and accepting, where you are, and then being disciplined to make changes if you feel like you need to make changes.
Yes. Now, and don't you get in that gym after getting that surgery talking about this how you lost that weight, because that be pissing me off. Y'all sit up there after getting on that table, go in the gym with that waist trainer and try to take pictures. Don't do that. That's the part I don't like that. I don't like when y'all do that.
It's false advertisement. I knew it was coming, baby. It is false advertisement. And then be white labeling all these diet and juice cleanse products. I'm like, girl, you don't even, first of all, you didn't juice that in your kitchen. You don't have a real business. I know, because I'm in the drop shipping industry. I know all about private labeling, products and stuff like that. So I can tell when you have gone through some company and, you went through some company and you let them mass produce something and then you sell it to your followers like you actually using this to get in shape. That's not genuine. And it's going to be found out, because the girls who get their body done and don't keep up the maintenance, they start looking crazy.
Then they get on Ozempic. Child, get on my face with this. Get on my face.
All the time and the money spent trying to sculpt your body could have been directed toward making better choices and going to the gym.
That's it.
If you can eat out every weekend and be drunk with your friends, you can pay $30 a month for Planet Fitness. It's a very base level gym membership. Training comes with it. Like, all you got to do is get up and do it. So it's like, it's about what you really want to do. Like, do you really want to do this? Are you really unhappy? Because my mom used to tell me when I was a kid, you ain't sick and tired until you sick and tired. Ooh, and it didn't click. Because I was like, that sounds redundant. What does that even mean? Girl. I got grown and I realized, okay. I'm sick and tired now.
Oh, I'm sick and tired. Oh, I'm sick and tired. It just took me to be sick and tired to leave that relationship. I had to be sick because I thought I was there. You know how you think you there? Oh, but then when you get there, you like, oh, this is what it feels like.
This is sick and tired.
Yeah,
this is sick and tired. My mama was talking about. This the one.
Yes, you know that picture of that lady sitting on that bed. Everybody got in a black house.
Ooh, child. Sitting there like that's sick and tired. That right there is sick and tired, baby.
Oh, child.
Ooh. Speaking of tired.
What's going on, friend?
Our friend, and resident inappropriate child videographer, Aries Spears, is back in the blogs with a comment about women's beauty choices. He took to Instagram to let us know that our lashes look a mess. He did say, "Oh, you guys are beautiful. We love y'all." Da 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 da.
I had a backhanded compliment. Keep the backhanded compliment.
Because of that part. And I was like, it felt so disingenuous. And so we're gonna let y'all hear the clip, but I just want to let y'all know I'm about to fire him up. So
don't let you have it.
Jahi, go ahead and roll the clip, baby.
My beautiful black queens out there, I want you to know from the bottom of my heart that I love you, I respect you. You're beautiful and you're mandatory. That being said, can some of y'all please, for the love of God, stop wearing them big fake ass eyelashes? You have no idea. Are you not aware of how ridiculous that shit looks? To have this on your face, it looked like you got pterodactyl wings on your face. You don't need it. And if you're not proportioned correctly and you're as skinny as Snoop Dogg, with this on your face, it's just a horrible look. Them eyelashes look like BBLs for your face. You don't need it. Love and respect.
Thank you. I never wanted somebody to be cut off.
To shut up so bad.
Oh my God. This is coming from somebody who only their head can fit in the camera. Got the nerve to be talking about somebody. All I see is head and shoulders. Like, where's the knees and toes, nigga? The nerve of you to want them to take their lashes off. I'm not taking no lashes lashes off. You should be happy that I got lashes on because now I can't really see exactly what you look like. That's what you should be happy about. You should be happy that I'm having a hard time.
It's the view obstruction.
What I'm looking at. That's what you want me to. You want me to have a hard time seeing you. Why would you want me to see the real thing? It's terrifying. I'm shaking, not stirred. That's wild. I'm sorry. Let me let you go.
No, because it's always a man who look like a dookie stain who get on the internet and have something to say. Sir, I can look at you and tell how unhealthy you are. You know how some people be like, oh, just because I'm big don't mean I'm unhealthy. Yes, you are. And speaking of BBLs, have at it. Okay? Have at it. Because at this point, you're a double D, sir. You got on the internet to unprovoked slander of Black women who will never date you. Now, I don't know about his relationship status. People love to holler out, well, I got kids and somebody want me and blah, blah, blah. Baby, the girls that you talking about with the lashes that look like that, you're not pulling them.
You're not pulling them.
You're not pulling them.
Yeah, they had the baby probably hoping that a check would come behind that, okay? When they found out that pretty much you were canceled, I'm sure they regretted it immediately. You're wild. Like, he's wild. And the fact that it's so many other things that you could be worried about right now in this moment. The fact that you don't even have the space, the room to talk. The space or the room. And not just because you can't fit in the camera, because there was no space there either. But you don't have the space or the room to talk. You have other things to be worried about than somebody's lashes, and your neck is touching your shoulders like that. The fact that you was in that camera, the way you was in that camera trying to get that message across like this, I can't believe.
Girl, them words was fighting his esophagus to get out. They was fighting his esophagus, baby. And you done set up that. You know what? I'm not arguing with nobody who could be a face on love stunt double. You can shut up talking to me.
Please.
Shut up talking to me. I'm telling you, it's always somebody who you would never date. They have the audacity.
Ever.
It's on sale. Buy one, get one free at every corner store. Because getting on the internet when you look like that and telling Black women anything, and my thing, like Black men it's not even just Black men. Because a lot of men want us to take their opinions into consideration when they discuss body type, hair type, lashes, makeup, and all of these things. And while I do value your opinion, you're not my man and I would never date you, so shut up. If you don't like this kind of woman, go be with somebody who ain't that
woman. Exactly.
It's very simple.
Don't talk to them. Like, what?
It's very, very simple.
The nerve.
But that's your friend, though. I don't know him like that.
That's your friend. That's your friend.
Not that nobody want to be associated with.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with how he went about it. And I just hate that. It's like, you know what I hate? I hate that it's always what women should do, and you never hold men accountable for nothing. I'm sure you could have got on this camera and talked about something that men need to be aware of or need not do, but instead you are so fixated because, like, of course, why not?
Why wouldn't you be?
Women, right? Of course, you should be. But all in all, it's like, when y'all gonna start making posts about men? Because that's more relatable to you. You can relate. You have no clue what it takes for a woman to get ready in the morning, how much it takes for her to actually put effort into her look, to put forth some energy, to present herself how she wants to be presented towards the world. You can't relate to that. Why don't you talk to the people who can relate to what you got to do in the morning, or how you barely get ready?
Yeah, like tuck your stomach into your legs. Talk about that.
Something like
Talk
that.
about how
you know what I mean? How you have to maneuver to get that wide back through the door. You know what I mean? More of that content. That's what I said.
How you have to put. Look, how you have to put extra time on the microwave for your lasagna.
Okay.
Talk about that.
Yeah, come on.
Talk about that.
Head cocked to the side like it was 1990. Why you do that?
Girl.
Why you do that? No,
and I'm so disappointed because I was a fan of him when he was on Mad TV, and then all the Tiffany Haddish with Tiffany Haddish with the child. I don't know if I can say the child inappropriate filming.
The child corn.
Okay. So after that, I was kind of like, maybe you shouldn't be giving interviews and going live and posting video. Maybe you should just get on the road and do some videos, perhaps issue an apology and, go on an apology tour, perhaps, like in every city, just apologize because we're going to bring it up.
Yeah, because where was that video? Like, where's that video? Like, hey guys, just want to check in and let you know I'm sorry for the child corn that I put out. We would love to hear more about that story. Let's unravel that.
Let's start with accountability on your part. Instead of worrying about what Black women are wearing on their faces. Because I know a lot of people feel like, do you think, me personally, I wear like wigs, I do lashes, I do nails, I dress a certain type of way because I like it and it's comfortable for me.
1,000%.
Are women not doing that anymore?
What you mean?
Or are they just doing it for the approval of men or women? Girl,
please.
Okay, because when I get up in the morning, I don't be like, well, shit, let me make sure Aries Spears don't see this part. Okay. Well, go to hell.
Right. Whenever I get something done, it is strictly for me. I like to look good. I love the compliments. Don't get me wrong now, friend. I ain't gonna shoot down no compliment now. You tell me I look good, I'm gonna say thank you. Absolutely. But I don't wake up with the intentions of hoping that someone will pay attention or notice what I've done. Or being, you know what I mean? It's not for men. Right. It's not for them to be like, oh, look at them lashes. Look at them eyebrows. Look at that hair color. Like, that's not why I genuinely get up, because I want to feel good about me. And that's all. That's it. Period.
And I think that that's enough. Like, is that not enough?
Is it not enough?
I think this is it's so interesting, the lineup for today's topics, because we are just black women, honey. I don't want to. I know, that's how I feel. I feel like a lot of stuff be unprovoked. Like, we just be minding our business sometimes, and then out of nowhere you get a video talking about how we look like this, dressed like that, and I'll be wanting to fire back, and I have been recently a lot of videos. I've done like comments, friend. Baby, I've done like 3 videos back to back, because y'all not gonna keep bullying me into accepting bare minimum. You can go to hell.
I seen them. You've been on their neck. This is their neck. This your foot, friend. You've been pressing down.
Well, not Aries Spears, because he had more.
On their shoulder. You on his shoulder. You've been pressing down on his shoulder.
Right there. Right there. Rotate a cuff. Right there.
Exactly.
Right there.
Girl, I've been saying they've been pissing you off, friend. And I understand it, because I don't understand. It's like people claim they dislike Black women so much, or they just have so much to say about us. But I can't tell due to the infatuation, like how we mind our business, like you said, and no matter what I'm doing throughout my day, somebody is talking about a Black woman. You can't even live your life the way you want to live it without saying Black woman. Like, why is that? You know what I mean? Like, why is there such an infatuation with something you claim you don't like or you strongly dislike, but you can't get enough of? So it's just very interesting to me. It's very interesting.
You know what I wonder? The Black men specifically that go on the internet and do these little rants or whatever. How do you feel about your mother? Because was she a single mother? Is she bald headed? Like, do she wear lashes? Is she bad built? How do you talk to Brenda? Because
I'm almost certain he probably built like his mama's back, and I promise you that.
I just know he got hips. I just know that man got hips. That's why I'm not
ones too.
Not shaped. You're shaped like a rutabaga, sir. You have no place. You know what I mean? So, like, girl, I don't know. It's so keeping up with this theme. I'm sure you've seen Columbus Short. He went on a podcast last week, girl, and he had a lot to say. They were basically asking him what's the difference between dating Black women and white women or other races of women. And so he the thing that bothered me is that he went on this little long thing about, well, crack in the epidemic and Black fathers weren't in the home. And it just got more foolish as he kept talking. So we're going to play the clip for you guys and let you hear what he had to say. And then we're going to fire him up again.
Second, round 2. Fight.
I want to know, like, what is the difference between being with Black women and being with...
He comes into the home. They're not, nigga, what you talking about? Unless you giving me this, doing that, there's no respect of the man, the Black man, in that by Black women. And I'm not, Black women do not be mad at me. Cook, girl, you don't even know how to cook. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's all Black women can side. That Asian, Korean, Japanese, that other side is where, culturally, those women were not, those women were taught to hold down. But it's more than subservience. It's don't get it twisted. I know you know how to cuss the thorough man, cuss a man out thoroughly, but as soon as you cussing him out, you still making dinner, you still washing his clothes, you still cleaning the house. And you're not doing that with, this is my job. That's just what you were trained to do. And I think that kind of training, how you want to ride in a Bugatti, how you want to go on a yacht, but you don't know how to wash your own clothes. You don't know how to vacuum.
Columbus short. Baby, first of all, I'm about to cook you, but I have to say this. With a name like Columbus, you're not a colleague, you are a colonizer. Okay?
Exactly.
That's
a
number
colonizer
one.
Coming up short every time.
Why do people keep getting baited into this conversation when they get a microphone in front of them? Stop answering this question.
Oh my God.
Stop answering this question. God. You go out your way to crap all over Black women. It's a couple of things I got to get off my chest. Friend, do you mind?
Go ahead, please. Let it out. Release it.
Number one, when you see men like this have these conversations, the first three things every single time, it has something to do, the justification for being in a relationship or being respectful to a woman or catering or providing or anything like that, is cooking, cleaning, and something about the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, if you want a slave, just say that.
Just say that. Because being trained is wild.
He literally said trained.
Wild. Being trained is wild for me. To say that's how they're trained, I want y'all to pay attention to how people describe you.
Exactly.
The people that say that's interested in you.
Girl, he called you a Labrador.
Say that's interested in you. I want you to pay attention to how they describe you, because that's going to let you know everything you need to know about whether or not they actually interested, or is this a trauma response to them feeling like Black women are relatable, because that's what it is. You don't like the fact that Black women are relatable to whatever you've been through, right? So it's too much of a reflection. You want to talk about the crack epidemic. Oh, I don't date Black women because of the crack epidemic. Lord, my thing is this. Why don't y'all ever say, I date white women or women of another nationality because she has a good heart, because I saw how she treated her family, because I can tell that somebody would be like someone I would want to spend my life with or a lifetime partner with. Y'all never say that. Y'all always say she's a slave, she's trained well because she could, because y'all, and it's always compared to what Black women don't do. Oh, a Black woman pretty much is gonna hold me accountable, and the minute that I disrespect her, she not gonna want to cook for me. You right. Why in the world would I allow you to disrespect me, call me all types of names, treat me any kind of way, and then get in the kitchen like a good slave I am?
And why you think
some food? Like,
why you think you can safely consume that meal is a better question.
Come on, because it's gonna be some spaghetti. You better.
It's gonna be some crushed glass in there, big dog.
Okay, you better.
You might want to order out.
Yeah. Why do you feel so safe to feel like you need to be in a relationship where you get to do whatever you want to do to them? It's almost like you don't want somebody to have a backbone. You want to be able do and say whatever you want to someone, and you hate the fact that Black women gonna have something to say back. That's not how we operate over here, and it doesn't mean that we dishonor you or we don't respect you. Like, I hate that y'all put us in that category because we have a voice, because we have something to say back. That's not the case. Like, I want other women of other nationalities to pay attention to how you're being explained. It's not a good thing, and I want you to know when someone is not being real with you, because that right there, it would never make me feel like that person wanted to really be with me for who I am. Nothing about that conversation made it seem like, oh, yay, I'm a white woman, pick me. Like, that's embarrassing. Right. It's very embarrassing.
And the first time I heard a non-Black woman being described as docile, I said, is she a safari lion? Because why are you talking about her like she's been tranquilized? And you know what? I think the most frustrating part of this, as you stated, for me, is that we end up getting labeled bitter or angry just because we disagree or we see things differently. And I don't think that's fair. I'm literally asking for, whoever may be listening, I'm asking for respect, human decency, communication, partnership, affection, intimacy. If these things are not on your to-do list, then don't to-do me. Because
Please don't to-do me.
Like, leave me alone. Because we could have avoided all of this. Now I'm on the internet calling you big back. Big back, big back. And it all could have been avoided. Look at you. F-150 back at. Nobody trying to hear that.
Thank you. And he's another one where it's like, why can't we just not be your type and move around? Why you gotta bash us? That's the part. Like, it makes me almost feel like, are you really happy over there? Because a lot of times it don't sound like it. Like, if you ever got to put somebody else down to build someone else up, that's what you think you're doing, are you truly happy over there? Because you sound salty as hell. Like, you sound like you mad for real. Like, I want you to get over it. I'm going to tell you again, I think I've said this in every episode, to go talk to the lady. So you can get past whatever this black woman has done to you or whatever you felt unjust you was done. Get over it. Get over it, because one thing about it is you trying to compare apple and oranges. The only thing we have in common is that we're both women. We come from completely different backgrounds. There is no comparison between the two. So stop trying to compare white women or any other woman to black women, because we have different walks of life. We are not the same. Relax on that. That's just my thing. I'm so tired of being compared to something that I'm nothing like. I don't want to be like either, and I'm sure they don't want to be like. Anyway, so I'm nothing like
research might show.
Right. I ain't gonna turn it into that, because I was doing so good. Friend,
they not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Hey, they not like us. Baby, we are turning up. I don't know what kicked in.
I was doing so good, but it's a monkey ring in there.
I love the perspective. I love it. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I just want to add too. I feel like also two things. Either you watched your mom suffer and you think I need to suffer too, or your mom wasn't the mother you wanted her to be and you taking it out on me. So here's the thing, because I've seen men be like, oh, I love my mom so much. And she was a whole single mom, had to make things happen, struggled through life to take care of the kids and stuff like that. And it is all to be honored and respected and praised, right? Yeah. But please do not compare me to your mother. If you think that I want to hear, oh, you're so much like my mother. I had a man tell me, you remind me so much of my grandmother. She was the kindest woman I ever knew. That lady is dead. Let her rest in peace. Don't compare me to your grandma. Please.
And that's another thing. Back to the trauma thing that I was talking about. Trauma. So this is once again trauma. You don't like us because you feel like we can relate when it comes to trauma. You feel like you want to talk about the crack epidemic. Are white people exempt from trauma? Did I miss the memo that white people don't have trauma? They have different kinds. Because you can't relate to it though. That's what it is. So it seems less threatening because you can't relate to their trauma. So you're like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. But whether you talking about the crack epidemic that hit the black population, but what about meth? What about heroin? What about things like that the white community completely out? Have you never heard of Trailer Park Trash? Do you not watch Jerry Springer? The Steve Willico show is nothing but poverty. White people going through poverty in these areas. Like, white people are not exempt from the things you talking about. You just don't like the fact that we can relate in certain areas, so you feel like theirs is more acceptable. No, ma'am. No.
Girl, not to mention that the largest demographic of welfare recipients just so happen to be white women. Just throwing that statistic out there. You can Google that. Because people like to say, I love when I hear men say, well, y'all need to stop dating Pookies and Ray Rays. Sir, I don't do Pookies and Ray Rays. No. All of them be six figures, wear suits to work, well adjusted, well traveled, and be narcissists. Controlling. They have the same nagging issues and trauma and parent wounds that y'all have. So please don't think you're any different because you clean up nice, or you think, I don't know if you think I'm only dating hood niggas or what, but the script be the same for all these niggas. Yeah. At this point, I
have to say it because I realized we have a male audience. We are not bashing men. We are not bashing men. We know that there are some good men out there. Okay, we work with them. First of all, we have an amazing male team here. First of all, that's what you don't know is that men are behind our team, and we know that there are some amazing men out there. That's not what we're saying. We're talking about men specifically, like Columbus Short and what's his name? Ari
Duke's thing.
Yeah, big back. Him. We're talking about people who get online and unintentionally try to provoke black women, like, leave us alone. We're not talking about y'all. If this don't got nothing to do with you, we're not talking about y'all. We're talking about those who make it their job, go out their way to say something about what the black woman is doing, what she's saying, why you don't date them. Who cares? I just want y'all to start being in relationships and dating people because you like their heart. Stop worrying about people complexion and whether they black or white. If you love somebody the way you say you do, why you never talk about the qualities of their heart? Why is it always compared to just like cooking and just like superficial things that anybody can do? Anybody can do the, you know what I'm saying? Being labor. Submissive, because y'all love to say submission. Let me tell you this. Let me hit you on some game if you don't know. The right woman come into your life with a person you're supposed to be with. If you treat her right and you show her you're a protector and you can lead her in the right direction and you can take the load off of her and she can take the load off of you, she'll be submissive to you. It won't be a problem because then she can trust you. The issue is that y'all want to lead people in the dark and don't know where you going and you trying to take somebody else with you and I'm not coming. I'm not coming.
That's and I think that's black women's biggest gripe, and nobody wants to hear it. You know, he mentioned in the Columbus, just backtracking just a little bit. He mentioned at the beginning, he was like, well, you know, it's the attitude that come with that. Baby, we have begged, we have cried, we tried talking in the sweet, submissive voice. We tried cooking you dinner before we broke the news. We tried having sex with you and sliding it in right after the orgasm. You don't listen.
Yeah.
You don't think there's a problem. Yeah, we have to accept everything. And you never let us, bro, we are tired. We want to love you. We want to reciprocate and cook and clean and raise kids and build businesses and travel and have families. But nobody wants to do that when they don't feel safe. I don't feel protected. I don't feel like I can open up to you. I feel like you're going to let this person disrespect me. I feel like you're disrespectful. I feel like my heart is in a bear trap. And if the breeze blow, you're going to be the one to set it off. So we're not angry with you, black men. We're hurting. So calling us bitter and angry, it's not an insult. Okay? It's an observation.
Yeah.
It's the repercussions of what has happened. Like, this is what happens when you repeatedly misuse, abuse, and mistreat people. And it's not just black women. This is in general. We don't want to be angry. We don't want to argue with y'all. No, and I promise you, if you think that there is a single woman on the planet that enjoys repeating herself to a grown man, you out your rabbit mind.
Lord,
because they swear up and down, well, y'all like to argue. I promise if I didn't have to tell you this stuff, my life would be so much easier.
I promise you I don't want to argue with you. I promise you I don't want to argue with you. I totally agree. This is an observation of what it feels like after giving people chance after chance after chance and just trying to find your way out the water. You just trying to keep your head above water and you just don't have the time to keep going through the same cycle. So it does come off aggressive sometimes or, you know, maybe just too straightforward. But if you know black women the way you say you know black women, then you should be able to understand that. The fact that you're trying to remove that whole part of your life, like you don't get it. You don't understand why. When you, like you said, got a black mother, you got sisters, you got cousins, you understand it very well. Stop playing.
Absolutely.
Stop playing.
Absolutely. I think we I don't want to hit him. I don't want to hit him too hard today, girl. But we definitely did. And I think, you know, but I think we need to have these conversations and honesty and transparency in relationships. And the Bible says pride comes before a fall. And I've never seen it happen any differently. Every time you see a relationship crumble or a business deal fall through, somebody got too big for their britches. And what I mean by that is having this inflated sense of self, thinking that, oh, ain't no woman gonna tell me, ain't no woman gonna, or even women, oh, you ain't finna, like, bro, we are a team. It's not me and you against each other. It's us against whatever problem we're encountering. So I'm trying to figure out why people would want to sign up to do that alone. But our good friend and songbird, Keke Wyatt, has announced that she's divorcing from her ex-husband. And girl, she got 11 kids.
Again is crazy. It's Keke. It's
that's what I said.
The call is coming from inside the house, child. It's Keke.
But isn't this like her? Is this marriage number 3 or 4 or what? Like I feel like
we somewhere around there.
It's public knowledge that she's been married multiple times, and so I made a comment because I was like, okay, after a third marriage, I would be concerned that maybe I'm the problem, and she's claiming that she was abused, and I'm like, okay, well. accountability. Let's stop dating men who have abusive tendencies, heed the red flags, but also this is not saying that men don't pretend for months at a time. So I'm just saying I can see both sides of it. And maybe let's not get married after a year. Maybe let's not have sex with them after
another child.
Because I promise you, if you stop screwing these men, you'll find out everything you need to know in enough time for you to make a quality decision.
I'm telling you.
Keep them legs closed. And I'm telling you, they're gonna get mad or they're gonna give you exactly what you want either way. Either you find out it ain't the one, or you say, okay, he's stepping it up a little bit.
So true. I agree. Like, stop having sex. That's just, I'm telling y'all for real. And I know women are like, oh, why? I'm telling you, the true colors will come out if you stop having sex. I'm telling you, you're going to see a different side of them. Now, first, they're going to try everything they have. So they're going to take you out. They're going to do this. They're going to do that because they want to have sex. Just tell them you're celibate. You're not having sex maybe until you get married. It could be the truth. It could not be the truth. Whatever the case may be, he will either continue to pursue you or he will leave you right where you at. Please, rejection is God's protection. Let that person go. Absolutely. Let them go. Like, because all they was going to do was waste your time. Once you had sex with them, once you give them your body, they wasn't going to stay around anyway. Back to Keke. Girl, having 11 kids, 4 different marriages.
I was like, we got to talk about these children.
Back to you, ma'am. And I know she crazy. I love her. Can I say that? I love her. Amazing voice. Beautiful voice. I know somebody that's crazy when I see them, and she crazy for real. I could tell. I have tendencies too, but I ain't on marriage number 3 with 11 kids. At some point, stop. Okay? Stop.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really that simple. Just stop.
Just stop. Stop, because now I'm feeling like you addicted to being pregnant and you addicted to being in relationships. So now it makes me feel like you got abandonment issues or something. Because think about it, just like her cycle is showing that she can't really be alone. She's always need a partner, needs to be pregnant, gotta be surrounded by kids. Like, you need to be alone. I hope after this marriage, you decide to just choose you. Like, I'm just going to be by myself. You know, Maya married herself. Maya married herself. Just marry yourself.
It makes sense. I can see why. Yes. I can see why. If I was Maya, I'd marry me too.
Yes. She's
it makes sense.
Yes. Like,
I mean, I'd smash. Yeah. Ain't that what the men say? I hear you.
I'll smash for real. Like,
just always saying something dumb. Well, I mean, hopefully for the kids' sake, you know, I'm sure to my knowledge, we haven't seen her in no type of situation where the kids are being harmed. So hopefully she can just get herself together and take care of her kids. And I mean, she has an amazing career. It's not like we don't know Keke Wyatt. Like, she's obviously very talented.
Very talented.
But as a woman, you really just have to guard your heart, because getting in and out of these 11 kids is insane. And I understand, like, everybody says, I love my kids. I love my kids. I don't love 11 of nothing. Okay.
For real. And just being in that house, any man that's willing to be in the house with 12 other people, including him 13, 12 other people in a house will drive anybody crazy.
Baby, you got to take him back. Y'all need to figure out go talk to the lady and figure out what y'all need to do to stay together, because 11 kids on this land, in this economy, baby, go get your man back. But she was saying, he was abusive. In that case, leave him. Don't talk to him.
Yeah, leave him for sure.
But child, if I had 11 kids, every baby daddy I got gonna have a ring. Cause we're all married. We're in this together.
Yes.
Now, and that's on sister to sister. So, let's get into this. Now, y'all know every week we go to the phone lines. We let y'all leave us a voicemail if y'all want advice, or just check in with us, say what's up. So this particular week, our producer thinks it's funny at this point to ambush us with random voicemails. So we about to see who's on the line this week.
Hey, what advice would you give someone who wants to elevate, but they feel kind of stuck? Like, they've reached heights in their career. They may make 6 figures, but like, they want to grow even more, and they're just stuck in the what to do next, even though they know what they want their life to look like. They just don't know how to get there. what advice would you say to them? What would you say is the first thing they need to do to get clear on what to do next?
That's a great question.
That's
Thank
a
you
really
for
good
asking
question.
that. I love that question. I think so based on what I picked up on with her talking is she doesn't really know where she wants to go. And that's the first thing is planning. You have to know where you're going so you can get there. You don't know where you want to go. You want to reach different heights, but you don't have an idea of what those heights look like. And I think it's about setting goals of, okay, if I'm making 6 figures now, then maybe you want to get to 8 figures. Then you want to work backwards, because then what does that look like for me to do to increase my income to make at least 8 figures? What is it that I would need to start first? Maybe it's another business adventure. What are some of your crafts or hobbies? But these are things you should be writing down. I think it starts with a brainstorming. You got to write things down. You got to jot things down. You got to put your ideas on paper. And I mean, I use my notes and stuff, but I do actually like to journal and write things down a lot too, just so I can go back and look at it. But I think you got to start planning, because everybody wants to advance in their life. But if you don't have no direction, you're going to have a hard time going there, and you're going to be swayed different ways. You got to have a path. So that's the first thing I would say. What would you say, friend?
I absolutely 1,000% agree with everything you just said. And I'm going to add to that. Make sure that, like you said, clarity and direction, but also if money wasn't a factor, what would you be doing? I would say make a list of 10 things. If money wasn't a factor, what would you be doing? And then, like you said, reverse engineer a plan to get to those numbers. How much extra money do you need to be making? If you're starting a side hustle, a business, a car wash, dog grooming, t-shirts, how many shirts you need to sell this month? Okay, now we know how many shirts we need to sell. What are the statistics on marketing and sending out emails and click to purchase ratio? Like, you got to study and research. I think because we see so many people on social media who seem like overnight successes, we think that.
Oh my God, can I just, I'm sorry.
No, they're not. You're absolutely right.
Oh my God, because I know
you're
absolutely
people look
at me and Indescribeable. I never called you Indescribeable. I know people look at me and Indescribeable and think that we got here overnight. I want you to know that a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and dedication went into getting to this point. Right. Time. And that's what I want you to give yourself is time. Do not rush it, because it's going to take time. I'm sorry, Frank. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, that's exactly nail on the head. And give yourself grace also while you're transitioning, because you don't know what you don't know. But research, work on your craft, be committed and dedicated to finding solutions to whatever you think your problem is. And then just, write your plan out and stick to it. Be disciplined. If you need to save more money, write out a budget or get an accountant or somebody, financial advisor, to write you out a budget, and don't play with it. Because we know it'd be Friday and you're like, oh, I don't really feel like cooking. I'm going to just order. No, because that's the extra $89 service charge for them to bring it to you. And you knew that when you was on the app.
Exactly.
So if you got food at the house, eat the food at the house.
Eat the food at the house. And I think you said something very valuable is if you're making 6 figures or, whatever you are making, it seems like you may be well off. Don't be scared to pay for help. Pay for help. That's what I realized. Pay for the help. Like if you can get an assistant, if you can get an accountant, if you can get somebody to help you along this journey, marketing, to teach you some things, don't be afraid to pay for the help, because then that's one less thing that you have to focus on, and you can give your energy to other things to help you get to your goal, whatever that thing may be. I think, me and Jerrilyn talk about this a lot, about how we take on a lot ourselves, and like, it is not easy. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I just would not recommend trying to do everything on your own.
It's very ghetto here. 0 stars. Very ghetto.
Very, very ghetto. Like, please do not try to do it all on your own. Find your tribe, find your people, utilize your circle, and ask for help, and take the damn help. I'm sorry, I got to yell at you.
Please and thank you. Yes.
I'm talking to myself. Take the damn help, please.
Right. If anybody feel you, I feel you. We are going to start, and this is a personal accountability for us, we are going to start accepting the help, reaching out when we need it. We just came off of Men's Mental Health Month. Women, your mental health is just as important. If you're feeling overwhelmed and you're feeling like you're at your wit's end, I've done this before. When I have struggled with direction in my life, I had like a little powwow with my closest friend. because I know I value them for a lot of different reasons. But one thing is she's very creative. And I said, okay, where do you see my career? What do you think I could do in like 10 years? And she was like, oh, this. And I was like, I would love to do that. I had never thought of that. So find people that you trust. Like Lynee said, find your tribe. Find people that you trust that gonna cover you and help you get where you need to go. Because at the end of the day, we all, we're a team. If you my person, I'm your person. I'm invested in your success. Like I care about seeing you win. So, that's girl, take the damn help.
Take the damn help. If you ain't listening to nothing else, girl, listen to that and take the damn help, because we know we really built this on our own. And I know a lot of people, I did it all by myself, brick by brick. Them bricks heavy. Them bricks is heavy.
I'm considering other bricks at this point. All white bricks.
Can we make it out of something else?
Like sand bricks. Just hit a lick. Hit that mom brick.
Hey.
About to find some more bricks, child.
For real. Like, seriously, but that's what I would say. First things first, just start with a plan and then move backwards and figure out. You got some research to do before you jump head in for that. We want to elevate, but we want to know where we're elevating to, and we want to have a plan before we get started.
I know that's some solid advice, friend.
I'm solid advice to that, friend.
Girl, I ain't gonna hold you now. It's giving moonlighting therapist.
Yes.
I'm just saying, friend. This is a pretty dope episode, and while I love doing this so much with you, we gotta wrap it up.
I know. Although we've come to the
Oh my gosh. Well, Lynee, talk to the people. Close us out. Do the benediction.
Yes, y'all. I got y'all. Everybody put your hands together. Put your hands together and let us go ahead and give our final prayer. But no, seriously, y'all already know it is She Said It First. It's the Urban One Podcast on the Urban One Podcast Network. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know every time we upload, baby. We're going to be here next Thursday, okay? Yes. And you better be checking in, okay? Me and my girl, Jerrilyn.
All right, y'all. We love y'all. See y'all next week.